It's really a joint effort, to be
some,
honest with you.
Somebody's quoted about you fixing everything right around
Shoot,
here.
I mean, I know we did have like a little hiccup. I think it was a couple days ago or whatever, but it was just kind of like quick, and I think it was on ESPN's end. So it's just what you deal with sometimes.
Oh, you mean after media days?
Yeah, it was something after media days. It was something small. I just kind of caught it, and I happened to be driving around, and I was listening and having to catch it, and just it wasn't like it was quick. I mean, it wasn't like it was very long that it was a wait or anything like that. So we were good to go. But the whole weekend was great. The guys did a great job at media days, being able to clip a lot of stuff on YouTube, so you can find all that stuff there for all the press conferences and all the little interviews and everything like that. It was really fun listening to Scott and Drew talk to Roger McCreary about baked beans. And apparently he's like a baked bean sponsor. And I guess it's Bush's, yes, because it's the sponsor of the SEC. So like Roger McCreary got that deal being in Nashville, I guess. And it was just funny. It was just like, how did you get the deal? He's like, well, I always ate beans. it was just great. It was just Roger McCreary's like, well, I always ate beans. It's like, well, what kind of beans do you like? And he's like, I like baked beans. And I was just like, that's the most basic beans ever. But I guess that it is what it is. He's like, you can eat beans anytime. And I felt like it was like Forrest Gump when it was just like you can do anything with shrimp. It was just like you can do anything with beans.
Oh my!
You can put them on your hot dogs, next to your hot dogs with your burger. I mean, it was just hilarious just sitting there listening to him. But yeah, we'll see what happens. He has to tackle Derrick Henry, so let's see what happens. Him trying to get better in practice, and he was actually said some really nice things about Derrick Henry and be able to learn from him and stuff like that. So it's gonna be really fun to be able to watch him, and because I got to watch him at Auburn, so it's gonna be a lot of fun watching him at. For the Titans.
Well, you are correct there. 256-576-4977 is the phone number to get into this here program. Let's see. On Twitter, I'm at Rose Scholar. He's at Guatney Chad. The station's at 977 ESPN. And, since we are starting the Blitz on Monday, I might as well put that out there. You can follow them on Twitter at the Blitz_sports. The afternoon Blitz with yours truly, Captain Cool, and the Bandy Man starts Monday from 1 to 4 in the afternoon. You're going to have to get the Blitz app on Monday in order to listen to that there show, or you can go to blitzsportsradio.com to be able to listen from 1 to 4 p.m. Then let's see, WZZN TV is what we need to follow on the Twitch and the YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, because subscriptions are very important right around here.
Which, be careful though too, because if you do, I have typed it in and I follow us. I have typed it in and it didn't go immediately to it. It went to like some random thing. It didn't even go to another like radio station. Is
it a dirty thing?
No, it's nothing dirty. It's YouTube. It's nothing dirty. It's just like it was looking for basically just a bunch of letters, like, because it wasn't technically looking for our call sign. It wasn't looking for anything like that. It was looking for just a bunch of letters, and it was just like whoever's videos were up that had those almost matching letters were up there. So you can still search 977 ESPN and you'll be able to find it as well. But yeah, it's WZZN TV on, like you said, on YouTube and Twitch. But on Facebook, because it's still 977 ESPN, you'll be able to find it a lot easier on that. And then of course our Twitter account is 977 ESPN too. So you're really able to find us that way.
It's either 977 ESPN or WZZN.
Well,
TV.
It's like eventually, like when you put that as your name on Twitter, and then if you put that as your obviously your tag, a lot of times you can search by someone's name too. So especially if you're following them. So if you're following us and you're hitting that little bell, you'll be able to find out any alerts that are going on. And we always clip certain great little clips of interviews and everything like that, and we post it on Twitter a lot of times. So you can find a lot of that stuff there, and you can recap a lot of the conversations that the shows have throughout the week that are there as well. So,
man, we actually got a good bit of the topics to cover today.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got the Vols and notice of allegations. We got Vincent Kennedy McMahon retiring. We got Flair's last match. We got Kylie Jenner taking a 3-minute airplane ride and destroying the climate, apparently.
Must be nice being rich. A 3-minute flight.
A 3-minute flight.
I took a 30-minute flight one time just to get over the Alps, but that's just because it's like, would you rather drive so many hours or would you fly? And it's a lot easier if you fly.
Baseball is back. Baseball is back with a vengeance. If you're living in the city of Toronto, with goodness gracious almighty, what the hell happened last night with that?
Shoot, I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on with Boston.
Boston had them right where they wanted them, right?
Right before, right before I think the All-Star break, they were 0-8 or something like that, and they're within their own division. And when we're talking about one of the best divisions in baseball, this is the best division in baseball.
It is.
And it seems like any team can beat anybody. And I just think with the way the Yankees are rolling, it's just going to be really tough to say that you couldn't get one two more out of that getting through the wild card. So it's just it's crazy to watch a game like that. And especially watch baseball and you have like a football score. You know what I mean? And it's different when you watch the Mississippi State Auburn game, the 3-2 game.
Right.
That's a little different because that was a very defensive game and there was a lot of action. Baseball, it's like there's plenty of it's like when we sit here and complain about the longevity of games and just being bored at baseball, and then you get a game like that where 27 runs, 30 something runs total. I mean, that's awesome.
For the people that do not know what we are discussing, the Toronto Blue Jays defeated the Boston Red Sox by a score of 28-5 last night.
Yeah.
Cubbies put up 15 yesterday.
Which awesome, because that was to the Phillies, which is amazing. I wish they had done that to the Mets, and then the Braves would have been, if not tied right now, for the division lead. But right before, the Cubs couldn't do anything. I think they took 1 out of 3, just like the Nationals took 1 out of 4, like the Nationals did against the Braves. So
your Atlanta Braves was a 9-1 winner over the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim yesterday, and you could catch them here on 97.7 ESPN today.
Yeah.
What's the time on this one? I completely
6:35, I believe, tonight as well.
6:35 is that is when
I know it's both games are 6:35, and I think the other game's at 1. Yeah, 6:20.
All right. 6:20 is going to start out where you can listen to Ben Ingram and Joe Simpson. And I saw Ben Ingram's picture on Twitter. Like, I saw his Twitter account.
Yeah.
It just went through the timeline.
Yeah.
He looks completely different than the voice.
No, it's hilarious.
I'm like,
when you listen
what the hell is that guy?
When you listen to Ben Ingram and Jim Powell, it's like literally like two old. It sounds like two old guys, right? And really, Jim Powell's the older guy. But it's like when you look at Ben Ingram, he's like, dude, you look like you're 37, 38 years old, and you sound like you're 62, man. You've been playing in the league for like 20-something years.
That's what I was saying. But, we got some, and we also could discuss a little Major League Baseball news, too, because we got a trade. Big Sexy Part 2 in New York City.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Vogelbach.
I know, man.
It's traded from the Phillies to the Mets, and you know what? The Mets are already starting to make moves to try and take the AL or the
only dude. That's the only dude that I absolutely like. He went to the Mets. I respect the crap out of Vogelbach, man. Watching him play for the Brewers, and it was the Pirates. He went to the Pirates, and then now he's with the Mets. It's wild to be able to watch a big dude like that. Just him and Rowdy Tellez were amazing to watch together for the Brewers, and it sucks that I have a dude that I have so much respect for has to play for like one of the absolute just teams I absolutely despise.
You want to see one of the best male athletes of all time? You can look at Vogelbach right there. That is pure athletic.
Male physique. That's male. That's pure. That is peak male physique
exactly.
right there. That is what you strive to be, gentlemen. There was a time where that was the peak male physique for sure.
256-576-4977 is the phone number to get in. You could do that just like Jeff from the borough did. Jeff, good morning, sir. How are you?
How's it going, guys?
I can't complain too much.
Chilling.
It's a beautiful Saturday morning, even though it's going to be hot. I don't want to do yard work.
That's the way it is when it's the summertime. So
right.
Not much you can do about that. Maybe it'll cool off here pretty soon. You can, and then you'll be complaining it's too cold. So
I'm not going to complain. It's too cold. I'm a fat man. I got blubber, man.
You got to work it off. That's what you tell me.
Oh well, I mean, yeah, that's the reason why I hate summer. I mean, wintertime, I've got the fat going on right here. It's like it keeps me nice, well insulated, and the wife likes it too. So I mean,
so you like the snow and ice, huh? Right there, tell me.
I got the Vogelbach body, man.
Well, that's true. Well, he was in the Cubs system for a while, so I'll give him. He was with the Tennessee Smokies for a little while, but he never did make the big leagues with the Cubs. But he was in their minor league system for a while as a catcher before Schwarber came around.
Oh yeah, Schwarber and his Schwarbombs. But what's on your mind, Jeff?
Oh no, I really just I know I've seen you guys going to talk about media days, and talk finally all over with the what you call it, the carnival, whatever you want to call it.
The car wash that Tom
Four
Abraham.
day carnival.
You know,
week long. So
you know what, Jeff? I as a Kentucky fan for you, I wonder how do you feel about your quarterback putting mayo in coffee?
I knew that last year, but that's not old news.
No, I've seen that before. It's absolutely disgusting.
He's probably done it all his life or most of his life. So that's not anything. It don't bother me if that's what he wants to do. Then he eats his own. I guess I don't drink coffee myself. So, but if he wants to, that's totally up to him. So he did it on SEC Network last year, and Alyssa Lane joined in. So she had some. So she had a cup. So
congrats.
She had a cup.
I guess.
So I think it was some kind of bet or something they had. She had to drink it or something. I don't know what it was.
I respect him for being a good quarterback, not drinking some nasty concoction of coffee and mayonnaise.
No, I don't think that's going to affect him any. But
yeah.
but I was surprised they are picked second in the East. I was surprised at that, even though I think they're better than Tennessee and Florida both right now. So I think they're better than both of them. But we'll have to see on the field if they can hold up there in the bargain. But I'm not sure. I think Harsin's going to be one of the first ones fired if they don't start out real well or start out well in conference play. What do you guys think?
Well, it doesn't surprise me Kentucky's too. Stoops has actually set himself a nice little reputation. The main thing, Stoops, and that Kentucky-Tennessee game is going to be key on how the standings roll, because last year Tennessee only had 15 minutes of time of possession and yet still won the game. So Stoops always seems like that Tennessee is a bugaboo to him, even like he dropped 2 out of 3 to Pruitt. So Florida, I feel like, is going to need another year. So,
well, they lost to Tennessee last year, still finished second. So, and then them and Georgia had a winning record to the SEC. Tennessee didn't. I mean, there's Tennessee fans that still believe they scored a touchdown against Purdue in the Music City Bowl. So
it's a Music City Bowl. I don't care about that anymore.
They still believe that. Guy called up here and said, if I'm whining about the Music City Bowl, call me a whiner. He still believes they scored. He still believes they scored in overtime whenever they scored. He still believes they won that game. So that's Tennessee for you. But and things like that. So, but we'll have to wait and see. It'll be interesting. I know. I've heard Arkansas could win 10 ball games and be up there in the West. So we just have to wait and see. I know it won't be too much longer that they'll be teeing it off, and all the talking will stop. But and everything. So, but guys, hang in there. Enjoy your show. Appreciate it.
All right. Appreciate the call, Jeff. 256-576-4977 is the phone number to get in. I'm gonna table the Vince McMahon talk until the next segment, but for this one, let's go over the Tennessee notice of violation.
Yeah, nice. More violations than wins.
More violations
than games.
Wins. That's what Jeremy Pruitt. This is what really irks me.
Yeah.
And granted, I know that the national media, some particular national media pundits, love when they could be able to rip Tennessee fans a new one, because the Tennessee fans were the ones that ripped them a new one back in the day. Like you're Woken, that guy.
Oh yeah, that's Drew's favorite guy, Dan Woken. That guy's great. That guy has a great last name too.
The one who said he could run PR for John Curry, and
that guy is a piece of work. 40, I would love to have him on with Drew one day. Him and Jimbo too. That'd
40,
be a great room.
40 is another one.
Jimbo, and Drew.
Jimbo.
Have a round table with those guys.
Well, at least Drew was he was professional with his questions.
He was professional with those questions, and then Jimbo, if he was in a lie detector, if he was on a lie detector test, that thing would be going crazy. He'd be I told him, I said, is he sweating in there? I said, because if his brow is sweating, that dude is lying. I was like, because he went from 0 to 10. I know it's Jimbo and he talks fast, but he went from 0 to 10 after that question with Drew and got very, very defensive.
Well, he cut him off too, and all that. So
Whoa.
Anyway, so back to the
violations. Tennessee over here.
40 being a jackass. Anyway, but 18 level 1 alleged rules violations that the NCAA has charged Tennessee's football program under former head coach Jeremy Pruitt, who got fired with cause. And let's see, the benefits totaling about $60,000 worth of McDonald's bags.
All right.
Among other allegations, Pruitt's also providing about $9K to the mothers of two prospects, and his wife, Casey Pruitt, is accused of making 25 cash payments totaling about $12,500 to help a prospect's mother make her car payment.
How, like, I love that. Like, that's, like, it's like, I know, I get it, it looks shady, but to be able to help somebody, like, that's an awesome thing to do, right? No, it's not, apparently. Like, it's just like, we know how much money is going circulating throughout these universities, but to be able to, like, come out and be like, he did some really bad things helping people out, like, it's just sad to see.
Tennessee Chancellor Donde Plowman is quoted as saying, quote, "In every step of this process, we took quick and decisive actions that exemplify the longstanding values of the NCAA reiterated in the membership's new constitution. The university hired outside counsel to fully investigate the allegations about the football program, acted promptly to terminate the employment of football coaches and staff members, and shared our conclusions with the NCAA enforcement staff." Now, I gotta say, Donde Plowman did a hell of a job with this one, because you know who the University of Tennessee got as outside counsel? Michael Glazer and the Bond, Schneck, and King law firm. Michael Glazer is a well-known name in the world of college athletics, but you probably don't know him if you're the casual everyday fan. Louisville and the Pitino situation. Has Louisville gotten any hits with the NCAA? Michael Glazer was the one that helped Louisville with that one. He is well known in the college world, and with the way that everything Tennessee has done with firing Jeremy Pruitt, firing several coaches, letting all those transfers go out, because there were some that were kind of a forced transfer, if you know what I mean. It looks like lack of institutional control will not be on the table for the University of Tennessee. And then, let's see, Pruitt also put out a statement yesterday saying, quote, "A lot of this information in the NCAA's report I'm seeing for the first time and still reading through it. I'd rather not comment a whole lot past that, other than say I'm looking forward to telling my side of the story somewhere down the road." He's in a lawsuit with the University of Tennessee trying to get his money, his buyout. What the NCAA has done for the University of Tennessee with this notice of allegations: $69,000 worth of allegations, to be exact. Is right now saving Tennessee $12.6 million. The exact buyout number for one Jeremy Pruitt. Chad, what are your thoughts of this situation and the Tennessee Volunteers?
I mean, it's just, I don't know. It just seems like when we talk about who really runs programs and who really runs universities and everything like that, and how shady some of these people can be, and whether it was some of these allegations of, I think I also read something about paying like a down payment on rent to someone to relocate to Knoxville, helping a prospect's mother. Apparently, he had some families down visiting the campus, during COVID and everything like that. So apparently that wasn't, obviously that wasn't good either. I don't know. It's just crazy to see the level of pettiness when it comes to, like, when you obviously you'd never liked the guy, or you didn't like a guy coming in as head coach, and then all this stuff comes about and you're only really hearing one side of the story. It's like listening to the whole Brian Harsin thing forever, and then him coming out during the press conference and being like, "You know what? Forget y'all. I'm out. I'm here. Good luck. We'll see what year 2 looks like." And it just shows you just like the really level of pettiness and the level of just like, I don't know, just the sleaziness of, like, and that's the thing, like, whenever we talk McMahon, it's just like, just rich people being rich people, basically. And it's just like, if you don't, it's like when all these recruits, don't start, producing, all this money that these donors are throwing out to some of these kids. And it's just like, how do you think that some of these people are going to feel when they realize that they lost on their investment, stuff like that, on this type of coach and everything like that. But, I'm sure you as a Tennessee fan don't enjoy seeing a revolving door of coaches every single year and buyout after buyout. And
the thing is, too,
it's just one of those things that it just seems like it happens with a program that doesn't get it right the first time,
The reason why
sustain it.
The reason why I brought up Woken, the reason why I brought up 40 are the two of the biggest biggest flag bearers. That's the right word I'm looking for. Flag bearers of the Tennessee fan base being absolutely wrong in that 2017, or no, it was February 28th. No, December 2017. Sunday afternoon that one Greg Schiano, that one Dan Woken put out and broke the story, was going to be hired in Knoxville. Would you like to know, or can somebody tell me what Greg Schiano's record at Rutgers is right now? I mean, as he's supposed to be this all-star Hall of Fame coach, according to Woken and 40 and some of these others, like he's the greatest of all time, and that Tennessee fans are bad for not letting one Greg Schiano come and coach the Tennessee
Volleyball. 8-14.
8-14 in 2 years.
5-13 in the conference. So
8-14.
So he's won 5 games within his conference, and he's won 3 out of conference.
Here's the thing. Pruitt was just he was a dually hire. It just was a messed up situation. Tennessee had to get somebody in. But 8-14, Schiano, all-star coach, Hall of Fame coach, according to Woken and 40. When you're trying to change culture in a program, especially when you have a hothead that you're letting go and having the worst season in Tennessee football history, you don't replace a hothead with a hothead.
And you replaced him with a coach, which he was already the coach at one time too, when he was 68 and 67 at first. But he was 20 games under 500 when it came to conference games in the Big East. So now with the Big Ten, it's the big boys, and you're like one of the worst. You're like I mean, are we comparing Rutgers to Vanderbilt? I mean, is Vanderbilt better than Rutgers? Like, you're the Vanderbilt of the Big Ten especially now with USC and UCLA.
This is also a man who, as a head coach, said to go after Peyton Manning when he was kneeling the ball. And Peyton Manning wasn't the only one. It was the others that were kneeling down at the end of the game. But it's the NFL, and, you should just play every single play 125. No,
That's like one of those coaches that's like, all right, you're going to bull rush the center as soon as he hikes the ball. Like, it's just like,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the score is. We can be down 50. You're going to still do it. You're going to,
That's when you throw in some kids that haven't played. Right. Get everybody in there.
Tennessee goes off easy. Well, I mean, as clean as it could possibly. Let's just put it that way. Doesn't look like anything serious is going to come to the Tennessee football program. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. 256-576-4977 is the phone number to get in. And when we get back, Vincent Kennedy McMahon retires. People that know me in this radio business know I'm a big old wrestling fan. But this is the first time in my lifetime, and I'm 36, and Chad's younger than me, so this is the first time in his lifetime that the WWE will not be owned by, or not owned, but will be chairman of the board will not be Vincent Kennedy McMahon. We're going to talk about that on the other side of the commercial break. You're listening to Smokey and the Chad right here on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
The defending world champs are answering the call. The Braves' run for a title heats up this summer, and we'll bring it to you live.
High fly, deep to left, forget about it for Austin Riley. A blast to left.
Tonight, don't miss Ronald Acuna Jr. and your Atlanta Braves taking on Shohei Ohtani and the Los Angeles Angels live at Truist Park. Braves radio's on the air at 6:05 Eastern, 5:05 Central on the Braves Radio Network.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, people call the award-winning burgers totally insane, which is a compliment, because Bad Daddy's Burgers are just that, chef-inspired expressions of pure burger amazingness built with premium Angus beef. They're bold and they're bad. Pair one with one of their signature cocktails or assortment of local craft brews. Right now, you can get $50 worth of Bad Daddy goodness for just $25 with our zone deals. Log on 977ESPN.com now to get your deal before they're gone.
Meet Boost, the fizzing amazing vitamin boosts that make you feel like
I like to boost it, my vitamins can boost it. I like to boost it, we like to boost it.
Boost effervescent vitamins turn your H2O into H2O to give you a fizztastic feeling like
I like to boost it, my vitamins can boost it. I like to boost it, we like to boost it.
Because it's not just vitamins, it's Boost, the fizzing amazing vitamin boost.
Boost it.
What's better than Valley Equipment Rental? 2 Valley Equipment Rentals, and that's just what we have now. The original on the South Memorial Parkway between Drake and Airport Road, and their second location on North Memorial Parkway just north of Winchester Road. Valley Equipment is locally owned and has more skid steers, excavators, and lifts than anyone in the area, plus all the small tools that you need to get the job done like a pro. And if you are a pro, you need to check out the new North location now because Valley Equipment has what you need. Learn more at valleyequipmentrents.com.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required. Refund available for 60 days after purchase.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 90% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/joy. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the biggest brands at 90% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but 90% cheaper. It's the same medication you get from your doctor, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. Results are guaranteed or your money back. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. That's 4hims.com/joy for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/JOY.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. You know, you'll hear people say we're like a family, but here at the Lackey Law Firm, that's really true, not just a saying.
I'm Justin Lackey. With my father and my sister, we have a special connection to each other.
I'm Jennifer Lackey. At the Lackey Law Firm, when we take on your case, you become part of our family. You really do.
And we'll always do whatever it takes to get everything you deserve.
If you're injured, you worry about getting well, not about paperwork or insurance companies or figuring out how to get to your lawyer's office. I'll come to you.
We worry about your case so you don't have to.
When you've been injured, we know that your case is probably the biggest thing going on in your life. More important than almost anything else.
And it's important to us, too, for one simple reason. Family takes care of each other, and at the Lackey Law Firm, we'll take care of you.
The Lackey Law Firm. The Lackey Law Family. 1-800-4RIGHTS.
Your representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Want to save some money?
I can take money and I can make it into more money.
Just check out our zone deals online at 977ESPN.com. We are 977 ESPN The Zone.
Welcome back in Smokey and the Chad right here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Go to our website, 977 ESPN, where you can go to our sweet deals. There's a sweet deal tab on the top left, if I remember correctly. And you can get $50 worth of Bad Daddy's Burger Bar for just $25 today. That Bad Daddy's cold barbecue pork burger.
The Sam I Am burger, the egg, man, you put an egg on anything, man. That's another thing. He was talking about eating like mayonnaise with coffee or whatever.
Right.
Do you eat your eggs? Do you eat ketchup with your eggs? Like, do you put ketchup on your eggs?
No.
Okay, my cousins used to do that. And it's weird. It was weird. Yeah, yeah. I never did that. It was weird and gross.
I was like 3-4 years old when I did that.
I always never put like 2 and 2 together. Like people would put like the ketchup on their biscuits or whatever, and I was like, wait. I would like mustard, but not ketchup. It's just weird. It's all about texture and flavor. And,
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's just one of those things. Bad Daddy's. And when you talk about the egg on the burger, my wife, absolute food fanatic, food porn and all that. And whenever she sees an egg on a burger, and she sees that burger get smashed and that yolk just starts running.
Yeah.
She's just like, oh.
Yeah. I love, dude. You put an egg on anything, man. You put egg on pizza, and I probably eat it, man. I love eggs, man.
256-576-4977 is the phone number again. We've got Bama Bino on line one. Bino, good morning, sir. How's it going?
Good morning, guys. Great to hear you.
Same to you, sir.
As well, sir.
Oh, man. Well, you guys know I'm a personal friend of Jeremy Pruitt's, and I can't tell you, I haven't been able to talk to him lately. He's been busy, too, but I'll tell you this. He's a great guy, and his dad probably helped me out more than my own coach after I got out of high school playing intramural and college ball and what have you. And they're just great people, and I don't know the specifics, but he lives at Rainsville's where he's from, and I'm from Sylvania. It kind of reminds me of the January 6th committee where you only see one side. I really want to hear his side of it. I'm not saying he's perfect, but Fulmer kind of. Probably, if I had to guess, Fulmer had his hand in on some of it to get an excuse to get rid of him. All I can say is he won everywhere he's been, except Tennessee. And from what I hear, he inherited a train wreck. And they hadn't won in, 15, 20 years consistently. So it's not all Jeremy Pruitt, I'll tell you.
Well, Bino, I mean, it's the main thing with it is it's not just Jeremy Pruitt, it's Jeremy Pruitt and staff. Brian Niedermeyer is another one that is a main one that has been discussed in these notice of allegations about giving money away, and he was also the main recruiting guy for Jeremy Pruitt. Now, Pruitt as a person, I'm not knocking the guy at all, and you're correct that he went into a train wreck because Tennessee went through its worst season in history thanks to Lyle Allen Jones and the Schiano mess that was going on. Had some decent seasons, so you're 6-6, you're 7-5s, but overall it just didn't work, and sometimes it just doesn't work.
Maybe not as a head coach, but I'll tell you this: he's one of the best guys I've ever heard of, read about, or saw, or been around that can take a defense and simplify it for some of these borderline guys that just can't catch on. He can make the defense simpler to where it speeds up the game for them, and they can react to the ball quicker. I don't think anybody thinks that Fisher would have won a national championship without Pruitt's defense. And when he was at Alabama, they didn't pass on us near as much. And I know everybody says, well, it's Saban's defense, but Pruitt knows how to work with secondary guys and getting them to play the ball instead of getting the ball passed on you when you got your back to the ball. You can't catch a ball with your eyes the other way. He can teach them to play the ball. And, and at Hoover, how many championship rings he got at Hoover. So he knows what he's doing. I'm not saying he's head coaching material in the SEC, because you're more or less a CEO.
Well, the one thing I think that really was Pruitt's biggest flaw on field-wise as a decision maker was Jarrett Garantano, and just keeping him in the whole time instead of trying to figure out a different quarterback like a Brian Maurer or anybody else, because Garantano was not it.
Oh, no. No, he telegraphed every pass he made, and I wished I was a defensive back when he played. Of course, I'm 50-something years old, but I wish he telegraphed every pass just about it. And I'm thinking, he's probably a loyal guy, great person, and all that, but he wasn't quarterback material, not SEC. But what did he have behind him, though? I mean,
Brian Maurer was one of those that I was very, very interested in seeing. I thought he was pretty good, but then he also had some concussion issues. God, I can't remember anyone else off the top of my head, just because it was Garantano or bust for Pruitt. I mean, he just did not care about putting anybody else in. And then once Pruitt left, Garantano was up to Wazoo and plays a few games. I think he still had more interceptions than touchdowns.
But Marner, didn't he have protocols? He have protocols on concussion, though. You can't play them after they have to exhibit certain characteristics before they can even go back in and clear them. But I don't know what time frame you're talking about. He probably would have been cleared in 5 games probably after that.
Well, the one thing was that Maurer was, I mean, he played and then had the concussion issues, and he was playing well. But then once he got cleared, it was just he still rode the bench, and Garantano was the one that kept in or that just stayed in and just yeah.
If you look though, everything that was alleged, the next year it was legal to do.
That is correct
almost.
as well. But the thing is that the notice of allegations is more so for the NCAA. This is more for the lawsuit setup of Pruitt suing Tennessee for the buyout money. Yeah, so that's the main thing. Bino, you got anything else for us?
No, I just want to look. His dad's been good to me, and he's younger than me, but I played semi-pro softball with him when he was in college. We had good men's league softball going. And I played on a team or two with him, when he was at Middle Tennessee State before he went to Alabama. And his dad went to bat for me several times when I was in high school and after high school. And I just want to say the Pruitt family is a good family. And his dad's back at Plainview coaching, and he's mid-60s, so he'll be coaching against Paul Benefield again, and so there'll be some good high school football up here, and my nephew will be doing play-by-play on that one. So just wanted to let you guys know I had to put my 2 cents in on that, and I love y'all's show, and be careful and I love you.
All right, Bino, much appreciate the call,
Appreciate it,
sir.
Bino. Yeah, you had JT Shroud. You had Harrison
Shroud.
Bailey.
Oh,
Bailey.
Yeah.
And that was the crazy thing. It's just like
That's the
you
thing.
had all this talent.
I
these
forgot.
talented quarterbacks,
I forgot because it was just Garantano.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I mean, the past is the past. I don't need to reflect on it anymore.
And I think the only reason Maurer didn't stick around is because Milton transferred. You had Hendon Hooker. You had
Maurer. Once Maurer didn't see the field a little bit more, he got a little nuts.
I'll tell you another. He's talking about some softball. Man, Jeremy Pruitt, that Pruitt family, they look like people that play softball.
You know who's a big softball
They got the size and the structure. What's up?
You know who a big softball guy is? Psycho Sid. That's a big softball guy right there.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love, dude. I used to love playing I used to love playing some beer league softball. That was fun.
We got Brandon online too.
Oh, I think we still got Brandon online.
Brandon, welcome into the show. How are you, man?
Doing pretty good. We're out here at this bow treader shooting event. I got my son out here. He's working on his bow skills a little bit.
Nice,
beautiful.
We got a nice little archery range they set up from down on the south side now. Nowadays.
How hot was Vegas?
It got 114 one day.
Did it feel like 114 or did it feel like 125?
It was so different because I didn't sweat.
How did
the dry? Yeah, he had the dry.
It was like so dry. Yeah. How did the poker tournament go?
I did not get in because I didn't have a background check.
Oh, that stinks. They didn't say anything to any of my friends. We went to you got to go to Pearl River down in Philadelphia, Mississippi. They didn't say anything to us. I had like 2 or 3 friends just walk in and they were like, "You want to play?" Sure. Started playing Texas Hold'em right there.
I showed up and they were like, "Do you have your background check?" And I said,
It must have been one of those.
No.
It must have been one of those bracelet ones. He must have been the World Series of Poker or something. You must have been walking in on that.
Anyway, Brandon.
Well, we showed up.
Oh, keep on.
We showed up, and like 10 minutes later, they cleared the whole place out. Somebody called in a fake reporting of the shooting.
Oh, wow.
Place, and people were, people got it. Some of the big guys got injured flipping tables over, And but we'd been there 5 minutes, and this lady, I'll call her. I'll let you use these letters to tell you about her. I'll call her DD. We'll say that. She's a painted lady. Yeah, she's a painted lady.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah, she walks up to me and like feels me up and asks me if I want a picture. She said, "Hey, Alabama, you want a picture?" And my wife just looked at me, and I looked at her, and I said, "No, you look like an Auburn fan." She said, "I went to Miss State." I said, "Oh God, even worse." So
you gotta be careful. You never know who's a street performer and who's just someone that's like trying to fill you up over there.
Sounds like a Vincent Kennedy McMahon promotion over there.
It was a really
Some
good,
hush money.
really good time. I saw something that really just like I felt like it was a murder. Do you know that no active player in the NBA has ever faced the Kings in the playoffs?
I saw that, dude.
Wait, say that.
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
No active NBA player that is playing now, all the way back to the beginning of their career, has ever faced the Kings in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Is that not an indictment of you need to do away with a franchise?
Yeah, it's kind of like in baseball where everyone's like, man, the Rays should really move, but yet it's like if you continue to play and get in the World Series, every few years, you're kind of defeating the purpose of no fans showing up to your games. You know what I mean? It's just it's wild.
And y'all were talking about Phil Fulmer. They need to put him in that Spaceballs movie. From now on, Phil Fulmer should be referred to as Pizza the Hut for the rest of his life.
I thought you were going to call him Barf.
Served up on Jeremy Pruitt.
Hey man, Big Phil.
And he's got to fly around in a Winnebago too for the rest of his life to make it even. Because after all those lies he told on Pruitt, he did all that crap. He probably is responsible for 75% of it. Just like he got in trouble and got violations for trying to coach on the field, he stepped all over that. He always has been a line stepper, always will be. I mean, I'm partial to Pruitt. I want him back as a defensive coordinator, and I would say it's probably 80-20, 70-30. I would go that far as to say I just don't think that Pruitt is that experienced enough to get himself into that much trouble. You're going to have some experience and some cachet to be going to those levels, and I believe if people told the truth, that wouldn't be on Phil. They're trying to protect him and make Pruitt a martyr because they want to bring Phil back into the program at some point. But if he goes down the way he should go down, he would never be able to come back.
I am not going to say a
Tennessee
single
fan,
thing.
your rebuttal?
Oh, Tennessee fan's going to keep his mouth shut right now because the thing is that things still have to happen. I am not going to get myself caught in a catch-22 and say something and then all of a sudden I'm completely wrong. I am not doing that. I am not.
Hey,
I will say though.
Objective people.
I will say though. Jeremy Pruitt did work with Jimbo Fisher and won the national championship with him, and we know all how Jimbo.
Yeah, that's kind of bad too. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we all know how a certain particular morning show host that I'm going to have to be working with starting Monday feels about old Jimbo.
He handled himself really well. It was it could have gone way worse. And I honestly thought the explosion was going to go way worse with Jimbo.
Well, just holler dirt neck every now and then, like you got Tourette's, and everything will be okay.
I'm surprised as many times as he said it because of how close he was to other radio stations that there weren't more people that didn't catch on to the dirt neck. I mean, I don't know how many times I saw when they would show their guests how close they were to other people, and like there were dignifying guests all over the place too that he's saying dirt neck around. So I'm like, I'm surprised he didn't say around Sankey.
That would have been fantastic.
I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for him when he does his weekly hit with Chuck Oliver to do it. And then all of a sudden the Southeast will start because Tuscaloosa apparently has it in the vocabulary now.
Well, he was on, I believe he was on Monday with Chuck because they had Chuck on and then they had Drew on later in the day. Yeah.
I had to listen to the show at like 8 o'clock at night because when you're on Vegas time and you get up, oh my Lord, trying to come back after doing that.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, you go out there and you go walking through all those casinos and stuff, walked 29,000 steps, almost 11 miles the first day we were there.
Woo! Ooh,
So it's amazing what you can do.
I know, right? That is a hell of a day right there. That is a hell of a walk.
That's a workout.
That is a workout. I mean, did you did you have any other Vegas vacation moments go on there? Because I saw you went to Hoover Dam.
Yeah, and the dam caught on fire and blew up the next day. Generator did, and I'm getting messages from everybody. Did you blow the dam up? No, I did not. I did not.
Well,
I did not blow up the dam.
Hopefully, you took all the damn pictures you wanted.
That's pretty good.
Well, we had a really good time. We did the helicopter flight through Vegas at night, and man, that's something to behold.
Did you do the zip line?
Bellagio. No, we couldn't get in the line.
Oh, I'm sure.
They had a wait list 5 days deep.
Dang, that sucks. Yeah, I heard that's a lot of fun. I've seen a lot of videos of people doing that.
The Raider Stadium tour was $100. We just left.
Woo!
Yeah, I don't want to see a toilet bowl. I wouldn't want to see a toilet bowl either.
But Brandon, we got to hit a break, so much appreciate the call, sir.
Hey, I need to expand this show 2 hours from now on. It's too good to be just 1 hour. So roll back.
I think when football season,
that.
We much appreciate that. But I think when football season rolls around, I think the 2 hours.
I can answer that for money.
Yeah, for money. Yeah, exactly. 256-576-4977 is the phone number to get in. We're going to have to take that quick commercial break. And when we get back, we're going to table the Vince McMahon talk. We'll do that for the Blitz on Monday. So you guys tune in on that and get the app. But next is the DF3. You're listening to Smokey and the Chad right here on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
The defending world champs are answering the call. The Braves' run for a title heats up this summer, and we'll bring it to you live.
High fly, deep to left. Forget about it for Austin Riley. A blast to left.
Tonight, don't miss Ronald Acuna Jr. and your Atlanta Braves taking on Shohei Ohtani and the Los Angeles Angels live at Truist Park. Braves radio's on the air at 6:05 Eastern, 5:05 Central on the Braves Radio Network.
Ann Adams with Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate is the one name to know if you're buying or selling real estate. With years of local experience, Ann Adams offers buyers in-depth knowledge of the local housing market and will narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in so you can save time when shopping for your new home. If you're ready to sell, Ann offers a seamless process using accurate pricing and expert negotiation skills to make sure you get a fair price for your home. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or log on bhhsriserealestate.com.
Things are a bit tight lately. That's why I love Kohl's. I went back to school shopping and got kids' clothes for under $6, sneakers for less than $20, and an extra 20% off already great deals, like 25% off backpacks. And get this, you can save more with a Kohl's card and earn Kohl's Cash. Talk about more style and more savings. Select styles, 20% offer ends July 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
If you or a loved one is suffering with mental health issues, call Integrated Behavioral Health. IBH's highly skilled team of trained psychiatrists and therapists can help you through the most difficult times of your life. IBH is now open in Madison and Decatur, and we are welcoming new patients. Don't let the stress of mental health issues drag you down. Call 855-422-1618. Integrated Behavioral Health. We can help. Call 855-422-1618.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to get conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Babbel, language for life, celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, people call the award-winning burgers totally insane, which is a compliment because Bad Daddy's burgers are just that. Chef-inspired expressions of pure burger amazingness built with premium Angus beef. They're bold and they're bad. Pair one with one of their signature cocktails or assortment of local craft brews. Right now, you can get $50 worth of Bad Daddy goodness for just $25 with our zone deals. Log on 977ESPN.com now to get your deal before they're gone.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Emily Owen. For this Saturday, expect mostly sunshine, high temperatures topping out in the upper 90s for the afternoon. Heat index values back in the 100s. An isolated shower or two in the afternoon can't be ruled out. For your Saturday night, temperatures expected to fall into the mid and lower 70s, a mostly clear sky. I'm meteorologist Emily Owen on your home for ESPN Radio 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
As the Atlanta Braves battle for another postseason run.
Throw comes in, and he got him! Oh, my goodness, what a throw!
It's also the start of football season. We've got you covered right here on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Welcome back into Smokey and the Chad right here on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone. 256-576-4977 is the phone number to get in. And I'm trying to do two things at once, and that's not exactly the best thing. All right, so already put out the phone number. We got final segment right now. And Chad, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
For the World Health Organization and what they have just announced?
Oh, gosh. What's going on now?
A global health emergency has happened.
Yes.
Would you like to know what the global health emergency is?
What is it? What is it? What is it?
It is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the DF3.
I like that.
Your global health emergency is the Daily Fantasy 3.
Oh, okay. I thought it wasn't, monkeypox or
my
COVID.
My three favorite fantasy players that will create trouble and
that was good.
and a health emergency to their opponents. Oh, God. I don't know how the hell I just did.
That was pretty good though. That was a nice transition because that was
oh my God.
Forget the world's problems. Here's my DF3.
The health emergency is monkeypox, by the way.
Monkeypox, everyone.
Monkeypox. Oh.
Don't be talking about the dreaded monkeypox.
We got some Planet of the Apes crap coming in right here. I almost cussed on air. Lord help us.
Sorry, we have a dumb button.
You know
we
what?
have the dumb button.
Oh,
this isn't Sirius XM Saturday.
You know, I just realized that Blitz is app only, which means
I don't know how that works though.
We don't need a dumb button.
It's kind of like the stream. So if you were listening to the stream over the week, you did hear a little bit of a hot mic action.
Hot mic action. I know a little bit of that SEC.
Thanks, Kramer.
I know a little bit of that SEC Media Day hot mic action. I wasn't a part of that. I was in Birmingham.
Yeah.
That hot mic action happened.
When I'll take responsibility when occasionally you might hear Tom or something like that because I'm doing something and you might not catch it and. Yeah, you never want to do that in radio.
Chad understands.
Yes,
Chad understands. Yes, Chad gets it.
I'll take responsibility for that. But when I heard that over the week, I was just like, "Thanks, Kramer."
Anyway,
appreciate you listening, everybody, especially Kramer.
DF3 right here.
Watch the app or watch the stream, not the app. Listen to the app. Watch the stream.
WZZN TV on Twitch and on YouTube.
DF3.
DF3. My three favorite fantasy players today. Of course, it's going to be in the world of Major League Baseball right here as the Colorado Rockies are taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. Colorado is not exactly a good team, even though they have C.J. Cron, Chris Bryant, Connor Joe, all having some decent seasons. C.J. Cron being an all-star, but Brandon Woodruff, the number 2 guy for the Milwaukee Brewers. Your NL Central leading Milwaukee Brewers, by the way. That's one of those guys I feel. Woodruff is one of those, if he's got a nice matchup, which going against all those righties for the Colorado Rockies, I think is going to be a good matchup for him. I'd say put him in your lineup today. Judge started out with a homer yesterday against the Orioles. You got to go Judge. That's one of those I would not tell you. I would not tell you to go away from him. And then since certain industry or certain apps for daily fantasy do 2 pitchers, I'm going to go with the second pitcher and got to go with the one that's going to be on our air right here at 6:20, or starting at 6:20 this afternoon. And that would be one Mr. Kyle Wright going up against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The all-star Kyle Wright, the double-digit winner, or wins. Yeah, he's got what, 10 or 11? 10? Because the way you pointed it to me, it looked like a 1.
Oh, my bad.
Remember, mirror vision.
I was looking at sorry, he's 11. He is 11, my bad. So 11, yes.
So
I was watching something else and I flipped it back to it real quick and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Multitasking is not exactly our strong suit, but it is a suit that we have. It's like being a jack of all trades and a master of none.
I'm taking the Braves and I'm taking the over.
Taking over. You know, I mean, take a nice little 30-minute drive up to the state line. And I mean, just as long as the GPS says you're in the state of Tennessee, you can do certain particular things. And yeah, I mean, I know a good bit of people that actually just take a drive, make sure their GPS is in. And it's like, yeah, I need to put $1 down or two.
Well, hopefully, you can make some good picks today, and hopefully the Braves can win because 1.5 games back from the Mets. Hopefully the Mets lose today, and the Braves can take maybe 2 out of 3. Hopefully they get to sweep the Angels through this weekend. So it's going to be a lot of good matchups this weekend. A lot of good pitching duels.
We'll see what the trade. Trading is still coming on right now. I was going to say the trade deadline, but we still got week and a half, 2 weeks before the trade deadline ends up. But we'll see what else goes on. Atlanta Braves, Los Angeles Angels, Anaheim. 6:20 is your start time right here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. The Blitz. Get the app on Monday as we start the afternoon blitz with me, Captain Cool, and the Bandy Man. You have been listening to Smokey and the Chad right here on 97.7 ESPN.